To the untrained eye, the periodic table is a confusing wall of numbers. But to a chemist, it's a masterpiece of organization, a cheat sheet that reveals the secrets of the universe. Its power lies in periodicity, the repeating patterns that let you predict an element's personality just from its address. Let's decode the map. The vertical columns are called groups. Think of these as chemical families. Elements in the same group have the same number of outer electrons, which means they behave like siblings. For example, Group 1, the alkali metals, are all so violently reactive they have to be stored in oil. They are desperate to lose their one outer electron. On the other side, in Group 17, you find the halogens. These are the most reactive nonmetals, just as desperate to gain one electron to become stable. Now for the secret rules. First, atomic size. You'd think atoms get bigger as you move left to right across a row, adding more protons and electrons. But the opposite happens, they shrink. Why? The stronger positive pull from the new protons in the nucleus cinches the electron shells in tighter. As you move down a column, however, atoms get bigger because you're adding whole new layers, like an onion. This all leads to the ultimate pattern, reactivity. Metals want to lose electrons. Their reactivity increases as you go down and left. The king of metals is francium, a huge atom whose outer electron is so far away it's easily stolen. Nonmetals want to gain electrons. Their reactivity increases as you go up and to the right. The undisputed king here is fluorine, a small, powerful atom that can rip an electron off almost anything. And between these two extremes, the metalloids, like silicon, straddle the line, possessing properties of both. Their unique ability as semiconductors is what makes every computer and smartphone possible.